Hello, welcome to I Am Latonya. Happy holidays. Thank you for stopping by. I wanted to take a minute to follow up on the previous video, The American Dream. I apologize in advance for not getting back to you sooner. I apologize for my inconsistency and not recording videos. I wanted to address two things on today. The first thing was the inconsistency in not recording my videos as I should. I have so many things going on. As many of you, I have what's called perfectionism. And with perfectionism, a lot of times there's no progress. I have all these things up here, and it's so challenging sometimes to get it all out and to articulate it into a video. So, with my philosophical and intentional mind, I see things today, tomorrow, next week, 5 years, 10 years, and sometimes 15 years out. I know it's a real thing. It really is. So I apologize for that. I will do better. So now back to the video. Here on this channel, we'll address trauma, all things trauma, how to reclaim ourselves, how to reclaim our identities. We address strategies, we address methodologies, theories, practices to help us deal with traumas. That video was a result of some statistics that I had encountered about Black and Brown relations and the impacts of it and our potential or lack thereof of marital relationships or love relationships. And they were very traumatic. And the results indicated that for Black and Brown persons, the chances are slim to none. That's traumatic for me. So I made that video and I asked for input. So I'd like to first thank those who made a comment and communicated their thoughts and their opinions about it. I really appreciate the comments. They help me to know that what I'm putting out is heard, which is most important because my overall goal for creating these videos is to help those of us who are out here in this world attempting to make a life and create a life and to have some sense of balance, well-being while we're living this life. And as a social scientist, an educator, that's one of my goals that I want to do to give back to the world. The second thing I wanted to address is the crisis that we're facing in the world with the loss of the SNAP benefits and Section 8. Do I receive them? No, I do not. However, as an educator, I've seen face to face firsthand how these benefits can service and impact the lives of children. And without them, I can only imagine what it's going to be like for the children who are impacted by the loss of these benefits. And the bigger picture, not having these benefits, how it is going to impact the lives of the parents of these children who will not have a roof or stability over their head. And all of us know, even if we have not had the privilege to not have stability, without stability, the implications of not having stability impacts our overall mental functioning. And when there is an impact to our mental health, since there is this big movement in America for our mental health, not having stability, not having a roof over our heads, that is huge to your mental health. So when that is not in place, you have small children to oversee and manage who are looking to you to provide this. This is no longer in place. The ramifications are just going to be huge. And no longer will classrooms look the same anymore. So to these persons, my heart go out to you. I sent out my prayers. I wish there was something that we could all do. More to come on that. I am yet thinking and praying on what can I do to make a change in the world for that to happen. And so I offer to you during these holiday seasons where we see commercials that beckon us to spend, spend, spend. If you do not have it, don't spend. Work with your children, talk realistically to your children about what's really happening in the world right now. And if you don't have it, I can only suggest that you make the best decisions humanly possible to teach your children about life and really how important they're honing in on their own skills and using those skills to provide a means of income for themselves, as well as their education, reading, writing, basic arithmetic. I would also recommend including things as basic as baking cookies together. That doesn't really cost an exorbitant amount of money. Do what you can within reason. That is as simplest and as living of, I am lost for words right now, but that's the least I can offer during such traumatic times that we're living in. I do pray that we all have some resolve during these holiday seasons. More to come on the American dream and more to come on what we can do to help make this world a better place and address the traumas that impact us in our lives and how we can better show up in the experiences that have caused us trauma, either from childhood or adulthood. Life tends to deal us a deck of cards sometimes that we cannot choose always the ace. Sometimes it includes a slew of jokers, and in those joker cards, sometimes we get a club, sometimes we get a spade. It just happens. However, in this game of life that we're playing, it is my goal and my intentions to help us navigate as human beings. And if we've lost a couple of hands and have ended up at the bottom, it is my sincerest pleasure to help us navigate best I can to recover from those losses. And if we've lost ourselves in the process, gradually, lovingly restore ourselves, restore our identities, and find our way back to wholeness and rightness. Happy holidays from me to you. You matter. You are your best self. I love you. Happy holidays.